Warm greetings everyone, thank you for joining me once again as we're on the Commodore Amiga. My name is Nick and is NY Warriors or New York Warriors Commodore Amiga, published by Virgin in 1990. It's a top-down sort of like a run and gun shooter in the style I suppose of Commando or Atari Warriors. Also come out in the Amstrad CPC, DOS and the ZX Spectrum as well as the guitars kick in. So there we go, so there's the map we have to go around. Large sprites it seems, good music. Graphics are okay. We have to go from, various missions, shooting everything. There's different weapons to pick up, and there's armed gangs in a post-apocalyptic New York, which I'm sure is not going to happen now. Different modes, I'll skip it on normal. If I don't do very well on the first go, I do know a cheat for, immunity, I think, but whether it works or not, we'll see. Let's see how the thing plays. 1990 Virgin, let me take you back in time. Commando on the Amiga wasn't a great conversion, I prefer the Spectrum, so here we go. It's moving quite slow, there's a lot moving on the screen at the same time and there's a lot firing at us. Right, okay. I'm not sure we get through here. We're versus a lot of Rambo type guys, almost as if they're the Terminator. This might be doable, it's moving very, very slow though, although as I said, it does have larger sprites. It looks a bit Amosy if you know that programming thing. Not sure what the scores were back in the time. Maybe it'll grow on me as we go forward. Looks like it can go, as well as vertical, you can go across, so horizontally for those people that want to use maths terms. You techno nerds. Horizontal, right. We go past these park benches. I seem to be doing okay so far. Avoid these bullets, which thankfully move a little bit slower. If you had this one back in the day, let me know. Did you complete it? A number of stages here, but various gangs, all up to no good. Right, now what? Cross that bridge, maybe? There's Rambo again. Hello, Rambo. So it looks like all the enemies look roughly the same. Oops, it's loading something. It's loading something. You got to be loading something. I say you want to be loading something. It's loading that. It's loaded something. Right, okay, so that's our mission there. Rambo again tells us what to do. Right, so more bridge activity, I'd imagine. This guitar is okay, but it starts to get a bit on my nerves. Lots of good special effects here in terms of the sound. It's like warfare, and now it looks like we're being attacked by lots of Hulk Hogans. Right, so that's loaded a different baddie, I think. Is that the end of Rambo? It's now Hulk Hogan territory. Oh man, you can do this on 2 players, and it might be a little bit easier on that. Boof, right. God, what a narrow bridge. This looks quite tricky, this game, although I haven't died yet. You can take some damage before you die completely. It's not just one bullet's going to kill you. There's probably a button to do a hand grenade somewhere, I don't know. Well, that's an extra weapon. Oh, that's handy, right. So there's power-ups all along the way. This try-shooting thing makes it a whole lot easier, so you definitely need that. I'm sort of like enjoying it, but not really, if you know what I mean. It's like middling. Oh, I've been killed. Right. It's accomplished. Oh, man, look at that weapon. What the hell's going on there? Right. Oops, how do we get across it? The bridge is out. There's actually a small, like, crossing. I think the enemies do regenerate. It's not bad, this game. I don't know, I would have gone back to it a great time as a kid, though. Kaboom! Right, okay, we'll run out of that special weapon, so use it sparingly if you can, though. Commodore, Amiga, 1990. For 1990, it's a pretty good game, isn't it, really? I don't think, nostalgia you go back to it. I don't think there's any real reason to go back to it now. That's like some end of level boss spraying everywhere, and I've died. Right, okay. Oh, I've got a credit there, so we extended there, and I've died again. It's a very narrow bridge. This good graphics. Reminds me a little bit, I suppose, of a top-down driving game Nitro. The graphics on it and the music too. I can't decide whether I like this or not. It's very difficult. Yeah, it's very difficult now. Maybe I should put it on easy mode. I've got to come to it on the ZX Spectrum, that'd be interesting. When it comes to run and guns, I suppose on the Commodore Amiga, my favourite one... Ooh, what's that? I'll have to compare it to Chaos Engine, that's the best there is. You're putting this alongside Chaos Engine. Chaos Engine knocks us into touch by quite some distance, but as brainless shooting fun for 1990, I think this is okay. Don't think it would have gone down as a super classic by any means. What's it loading now? Dogs of War, that's another good one, but the sprites are a lot smaller than this one. There's some sort of like Shinobi guy. What do we have to do now, Shinobi guy? If you are Shinobi guy, comment below. Mind you, you probably can't comment because you're doing a stealth mission on YouTube. Kapow, kaboom. Tend to do one Amiga game a week. This is the one this time. New York Warriors. You might not have heard of it. You might not have heard of it. Load, please load. If there's any long loading times, I will try to edit them down. Right, so we're on sort of like stage 2 now, so I haven't done too badly getting to here. There's lots of sharp ninja stars being thrown at us. So the first enemy was Rambo, then it was Hulk Hogan. Now it seems like this Shinobi guy is going to keep jumping out like Agent Smith, a million clones of him. And we're dead. Continue. Have we got any continues left? Yes, I think so. Right. Off we go. Homing missile there, I think. Maybe. I mean, you wouldn't want to go down the street if someone had a weapon like that, would you? That fired three missiles around the place. There's another weapon there, that's going to be handy. Now, although there's a lot to kill you on here... Oh, flamethrower. There's a lot to kill you here. I've done a cheat, by the way, to activate that. Although there's a lot to kill you here, as I keep saying, you need it to get through this sort of stuff. Cheat is activated. I'm not sure how strongly it's working. I should be immune now, but I don't think I am. You can cycle around the weapons, flame and homing missile using that. We're now doing a bit of horizontal work. So the gameplay doesn't vary at all, really, as you would expect from a run and gun. You just keep going and going and going and going. The perspective caught me out there. I thought that was the floor, but that's a building. I tried to walk over a vertical building. Right, get out of the way, everyone. So that's pretty poor, isn't it? It's doing my eyes in, that perspective. Can't tell when to need to go up or not. That's a wall. Try and get your 3D goggles on here to work out what's going on as we plough through. Oh, look at all these stars being thrown at us. Star, that's what they call them. As they cut your midriff in two. Is that it? No, the invincibility cheat didn't work, I don't think. There is, well, a bit like Planet of the Apes, isn't it, that? They blew it up. My God, they blew it up. Get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape. Well, anyway, there's no apes here. The Statue of Liberty has lost its head again. And it's game over. Right, we'll have one last go on this one, but you sort of like got the idea. It looks like a bit of a fun game. I wouldn't like to pay full price for it. And it just seems a little bit too difficult without any cheats on. What should we say? Pick Chaos Engine. There's not too many top run and guns on the Amiga. There's a lot of ones that are sort of like alright. Akari Warriors, Commando, Fernandez Must Die. Other ones are probably just Mercs, maybe. Chuck that in. Midnight Resistance. But they're all sort of like okay-ish without being sensational. So, yeah, Chaos Engine for the win. Not so much Chaos Engine 2. If you haven't seen my review of Chaos Engine, then check that one out. Please do. Hooray! Show it some love. Right. We're back with Rambo. He fires a load of red hot chili peppers at us. What's that? That doesn't seem quite fair. We're in the middle there getting killed, I think. Anyway. There we go. That was most ridiculous. Right, I've got a cheat on. We're on easy mode. And it seems to have given us a flamethrower straight away, which will keep it on that. My invincibility doesn't seem to work. My invincibility cloak. Look at the amount of stuff firing at you. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, Nicholas. Right, we're just to the bridge, but we know sort of like where we need to go now. Hulk Hogan, wrestlers are nothing to be scared of. That's the Adamant power. Check out Adamant. It's not a game, he's an artist. Right, if you're not from the UK, you might not know who Adamant is, but I'm sure you know who Hulk Hogan is as we try and blow up him and all his various clones. Take that, Hulk Hogan. If you're watching and you are Hulk Hogan, comment below. You made lots of good films. And that Mr. Nanny. Hooray! Right, here we go. Shoot it. Eat that, Rambo. Oh no, it's Rambo again. No, it's Hulk Hogan. Shoot that, you. We need to get off this stage so we can fight Shinobi Starface, as I'm sure he's known to all his friends. Right. Let's get round here. Look at that. There's too much stuff firing at us. Where are they getting all this ammunition from? It's like the red and yellow and red balls in pool. They've raided a pool factory. Holes in the road. You can't fall down them though, to my knowledge. But anyway, we'll try and walk around. Yep, we're just walking over a pothole there. I mean, try and do this without any cheats on. Good luck, Big Nose. If you can do that, well, you're a better man than I am. Or woman, in fact. Right, there's a weapon upgrade there. I think the cheat might be working a little bit, but not a great amount. I mean, you'd have to be a complete genius to complete this. It's a shooting fest. Another good top-down shooting fest, which I missed out, is Alien Breed. Check that one out. So, there's a few of those games. Right. It is quite good fun, this game, in small doses, but it just isn't a classic. Don't know if it came out on the arcades. New York Warriors. There's been a nuclear war, and this is New York. So that's something to look forward to, isn't it? It's not York in England, it's New York in America. I don't think York in England has got the Statue of Liberty or anything, but it's got a good Viking museum. It stinks a bit, from my knowledge. Yeah, I think that's there, isn't it? The Viking Museum. If you're a Viking, comment below. Is the Viking Museum in York? Kaboom! You might run the gift shop, selling key rings and rulers and stuff. But yeah, as we just flame through, flame-o, and I've died again. Oh man, you just keep dying in this over and over again. As you fight Shinobi Man. I mean, I'd imagine, I'm not really playing this properly, because these gameplay reviews are reflective when your first or second go as a kid and when you've gone back. I'd imagine you have to do a bit more stealth than I'm doing, just walking down the middle. There's lots of alcoves here, get behind there, time it right, but it's difficult when new players are being generated all the time. So yeah, as a kid, when I've gone back to this, have I played it a few times? Maybe, and I think after a little while, when the novelty had worn off, I don't think I would have gone back to it again. That's not to say it's a bad game, it's just, there's not enough new stuff there to entertain me. From the screenshots you can tell it is this game, so it goes in its own way. But I would have preferred the more basicness, I think, of Dogs of War. It's got some good music in Dogs of War as well, but just not quite defined as this. It does look like it's on Amos or Deluxe Paint, which isn't a bad thing. Just it moves quite slowly as well. I would like the guy, all those other run and guns generally move a little bit quicker, and there's a bit more excitement, a bit more arcade feel to the thing. Shinobis, he hides behind those boxes. Who knows what's in there? Hats, I reckon they're boxes of stars, to be honest with you. That's my prediction. Oh, what's that? I think I've got stuck in the scenery. I think this cheats has done me. I can't move left or right. The cheat's gone wrong. Look at that, the bottom of the screen's flared up. This is being emulated, by the way, so that might be it. Get me out of here. No one's going to get me out of here. I'm just doomed. I'm stuck to the floor with sticky glue. And that guy's fighting the wall. That's a glitch, isn't it? And there's stars raining down on him from somewhere. Or is it snowflakes? He might be in a very localised snowstorm. I think we might have to turn this off, folks. We might have to turn it off. Let's see if I can just blast my way out. No, I've died, have I? I think I might have died. Statue of Liberty time. Statue of Liberty. Is that it? Hello, Statue of Liberty. There it is. Keep headstrong, Statue of Liberty. It blows up, or someone's had a vindaloo. We don't know. Game over. Game over again. So I'll have one last go on it. I mean, we've got enough footage now for a review, right? I might like storm in again. Maybe it is more addictive than I thought. Do a quick go. I don't know why that's rotating. What did that go on? Right, last go for luck, and then we're gone, folks. Is this music? It's guitars? Is it a little bit Chinesey, a bit Oriental? Maybe. Right, off we go. And you see, the more I tell you how slow it is, the more you see how slow it is, don't you? Some cool weapons, but why is he walking around so slow? Have a bit of urgency, lad. Let's go up here. Right, let's do a bit of stealth this time. Let's hide behind these plant baskets. That's always good when people are firing pool balls at you. That's him. Flame-o. Oh no. Right. As those metal bug things go across. Kaboom. You do a lot of dying in this game if you haven't got the cheat on it. Right, I don't think this is the way to go. You should have gone straight through the middle to find that bridge. The least time it takes you to do the level, the better, really. As we come up against that wall again, don't let the perspective do your eyes in. There's the bridge. Take me to the bridge. Take me to the bridge. Dun 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 dun. Get up, get on up. Get up, get on up, stay on the scene. Get on up like a moldy baked bean. Get on up, wait a minute. Right, come on. Here we go now. We know this bridge. It's the bridge of death. Bridge of doom. The bridge of awfulness. Bow, 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 bow. Kaboom. Where's player 2? I think this game might lift with player 2 here. I don't know if you both play at the same time or alternate. We'll get it on the list to review on the ZX Spectrum. See if it's just as difficult with this, so we can compare it to Fernandez Must Die. I don't know what the storyline is just destroy gangs of New York who have taken over apocalyptic world for some reason. Maybe they're holding all the potatoes and everyone's starving to death, I don't know. But this gun comes in with a flamethrower, probably can help with jacket potatoes, and that's probably just about it. I think we will leave it there, you know. We've seen enough. So, you know, I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was New York Warriors on the good old Commodore Amiga, published by Virgin in 1990. Not quite as good as Chaos Engine by some distance, but comparable to Commando, Akari Warriors, Mercs and Fernando's Must Die. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, don't lose your head like the Statue of Liberty. Take great care of yourself and are very fond. Goodbye.
Goodbye.